This is Valley News Live at noon.
Breaking news alert out of Bemidji this morning. Authorities are continuing to search for two children who reportedly lived in a home now destroyed by fire. Authorities say that fire started this morning around 6, and when crews arrived, the second floor was fully engulfed in flames. The house is along Pony Lake Road, about 13 miles northwest of Bemidji. Few other details about that fire are being released at this time. Stay with us right here at Valley News Live as we follow this breaking story. It's been a fairly nice day in the metro with temperatures. Take a look at what's going on in Devil's Lake, though. A little murky around there. Summer Schnellbach is in this afternoon with what we can expect in our forecast.
Thanks, Jordan, and good afternoon, everyone. We have some stubborn fog lingering around this morning thanks to a warmer air mass moving in, but not a lot of wind. So it is foggy through the Devil's Lake Basin, and it has been fairly foggy through portions of the morning. Visibility, though, down to a half a mile was definitely better this morning, so decreasing there. Visibility in Langdon at 2.5 miles, 0.8 in Grand Forks, but the Southern Valley, we are not seeing fog. We are sunny, in fact, across the metro, and we have a few lingering clouds across the Northern Valley. Also, we have areas of some scattered snow on the roads after some light morning snow fell. Generally, those amounts were less than an inch. Temperatures this afternoon are warming nicely. Jamestown at 37 degrees. Devil's Lake still at 12, struggling to warm a bit with that fog at this time. 23 in Fargo, 19 in Grand Forks, 22 in Bemidji. Then we have a lot of big changes taking place. We have some morning freezing drizzle to talk about for tomorrow. And then, Jordan, I'll time out where we might see snow in the next few days and multiple first alert weather days ahead.
A lot to go over, Summer. Thank you. More Americans are traveling for the holidays this year compared to last. And if you're among the millions traveling to your destination, experts say now is the time to secure your home. Jen Sullivan has the 5 things you need to do before you leave for the holidays.
If you plan to travel over the holiday season, you're not alone. According to AAA, more than 100 million people will hit the road this holiday, and security experts say an empty home may be an invitation for burglars.
The number one way that they're breaking into houses these days is that if the car is in the driveway and it has a garage door opener in it, all they have to do is break a window and they can just access that garage opener.
Here are 5 tips to make sure your home is safe and secure while you're away for the holidays. Number 1, keep the outside tidy. Don't let your mail or newspaper deliveries pile up. And if it snows while you're away, arrange for someone to shovel your driveway.
In my years in law enforcement, we actually had burglars that would show up to houses and they'd intentionally shovel the driveway. But while they were doing that, they were actually breaking into the house.
Number 2, tell your neighbors to keep an eye out on your house and let them park in your driveway to make it look like someone is home. Number 3, set up timers for your indoor lights so that they come on and off at different times of the day. Number 4, consider installing motion detector lights in the back of the house and in the driveway.
It just is an uncomfortable feeling for an intruder to all of a sudden be lit up like that. It just makes it seem like they're there.
And finally, call your local police department and ask if an officer can drive by your home periodically and make sure everything's okay. For today's Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
Another idea is to put up a sign that says, "Smile, you're on camera." Experts say that even if you don't actually have a camera, the sign is a big deterrent for any would-be burglars. South Dakota legislators will meet next week to decide if State Attorney General Jason Ravensborg should be impeached after that deadly car crash he was involved in. Ravensborg hit and killed a person, Joseph Bover, near Highmore last year. The Attorney General pleaded no contest in August to a pair of misdemeanors in connection to the crash. He says he was driving in the middle of the highway, but investigators say he was actually on the shoulder. The Supreme Court says it will hear arguments on President Joe Biden's vaccine and mask mandates. The court will hear oral arguments during a special hearing on January 7th. Initiatives aimed at addressing the coronavirus will be assessed. One requires large companies to have their workers get coronavirus vaccines or be tested weekly and wear a mask. The other requires healthcare workers who are employed at hospitals that receive federal aid to be vaccinated against the virus as well. Meanwhile, the FDA announced today emergency use authorization of a second antiviral pill as COVID cases continue to surge. In the last 3 days, more than 671,000 new cases have been reported in the U.S. as the Omicron variant continues its rapid spread. Michael George has the latest from New York.
The FDA has authorized a second COVID-19 pill, a Merck drug for high-risk adults who test positive to take at home when no other options are available. It comes a day after the agency granted emergency use authorization for Pfizer's more effective antiviral pill. The FDA found Paxlovid significantly reduced the risk of hospitalization for those at risk of serious illness.
This is a very promising antiviral, and therefore we want to make sure that production is ramped up as quickly as possible.
The new treatments come as the Omicron variant continues to surge. Studies from overseas appear to show Omicron cases are less severe, but health experts say the country can't let its guard down.
If you're unvaccinated, don't think that it's going to be a milder version of this virus. You shouldn't assume that at all. It could be really dangerous to do that.
Some hospitals are already overwhelmed. The ICU in Michigan's Beaumont-Dearborn Hospital is at 98%. A team of military members has been sent to help.
It's really the unknown. We are in a perfect storm.
As cases explode right before Christmas, the demand for at-home tests has skyrocketed.
I tried to buy some several days ago, and I went to several places. They're sold out everywhere.
And starting tomorrow, Universal Orlando will once again require face coverings for guests and team members indoors. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
The White House warns that antiviral pills won't be widely available for the next few months. In our consumer alert this morning, Dole Fresh Vegetables is recalling salads due to possible Listeria contamination. They are Dole and private label salads with Best By dates between November 30th, 2021 and January 8th, 2022. The salads have product lot codes that begin with an N or a Y. So far, 16 people infected with the outbreak of Listeria have been reported from 13 states. 12 people have been hospitalized. 2 deaths have also been reported. Dole is pausing operations at the facilities involved in the recall for extensive cleaning. Coming up here at noon, we've become used to hearing this certain letter of the Greek alphabet. But for one restaurant, it's nothing new. We take you for a meal at Omicron. But next, mild today, then big changes coming. Summer Schnellbach has your holiday forecast.